Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today, Kevin's brought us a collection that he's found, and we're going to sort through it and check it out.
Alright, so we got this big box of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. These were made by Mattel in the 80s, and we're going to dig through it and see what we found. I can't guarantee everything's in good condition because, these were played with hard by somebody as a kid.
Very cool.
We'll start with this. This is actually part of the battle ram. It's a vehicle. There's a little flying piece that connected here, and there's actually like a spring-loaded missile that goes in there.
It's crazy. What was on the sides here?
I think those are handlebars. I think there was like a spot for a guy to stand, and you could hook their hands into that. It's like a
okay.
Thing. So a guy could stand in the back, and then a guy could sit on the front piece that comes out. So it's like two complete vehicles.
It's really cool.
This is the Wind Raider. This was a flying ship for He-Man. It's missing a lot of parts. There should be little wings that come out the side, and it has a grappling hook that retracts with this part normally. It's got all its stickers, but unfortunately, I'm missing a lot of the other stuff.
1981. Wow.
Neither one of us were alive when they made that mold.
No, that's neat.
Here's our first figure. You know who this one is?
Skeletor.
Skeletor, the Overlord of Evil. This is a great figure.
So is that the main Skeletor with no special anything? Just Skeletor.
This is the main original Skeletor. He should have plastic purple armor and a loincloth piece, and he should have a sword and a staff. And like almost all the He-Man characters, he's got the Battle-matic punch action.
Oh,
pull
cool.
them back and they punch.
It's really cool.
So he's pretty good looking.
Baby Skeletor approved.
Yes, Baby Skeletor approved. Who else we got in here? Oh, we got Mechaneck. This guy was one of my favorites as a kid. He can peek over walls, very short walls.
That's good.
Sometimes in the cartoon it was more exaggerated that he could look really high, and I see his armor, half of it's in here, so maybe we'll find the other piece so he can be more complete.
His name should be Periscope.
Periscope. That would actually probably be a better name.
Yeah. One of the things I really like is they have super obvious names. It's pretty cool.
I also always thought that it was really funny he's got silver furry boots.
Right.
Who was thinking on this paint job here? Alright, this guy's a little sticky. I don't know what's going on with some of these guys. They've been in the attic for a while. Next up we got Fisto. This was actually one of my favorite He-Man figures. He's got this awesome metal hand, and he's got this pounding action. He should have armor that's silver and purple striped, and he comes with a sword, but he's got a total epic beard and mustache, which I
he's great.
admire.
Yeah. That one definitely holds up.
Fisto. We got Mossman, another classic one of my favorites.
Chia.
Yes. Want to touch my Mossman? This is actually a total repaint. There's an evil character named Beastman, and all he did was mold him in green, add a little pine sol smell to him, and cover him in fuzzy flock.
Wow, so he had a pine sol smell.
He had a pine sol smell when he was brand new.
That's crazy.
He's like an air freshener for your toy collection. See, we got the Road Ripper here. This is a vehicle for the heroes, and it has a little seat belt. And there was actually a ripcord that you would put in through the back here, and when you would pull it out, it would drive really fast. It has a rubber drive wheel on it.
I remember so many of those things with the pull
Lots
things.
of pull
They were
things.
cool. Yeah.
They actually did at PowerCon a couple years ago a race. You could bring an unmodified Road Ripper with you and a figure, and they were trying to see who could get the farthest with their figure still on it.
Wow.
With it going in a straight line. It's kind of a funny thing for fans to do, 30 years later with the toy line.
That's cool. I'm entering in the next contest. Man, this is heavy.
It is. The mechanism's really, really heavy.
That's crazy.
We got saddles for Battle Cat and Panther. This is He-Man's steed and Skeletor's steed. They used the same mold, so they have the same seats. And actually, it looks like we have Battle Cat here. He-Man's heroic fighting tiger.
There you go.
These figures are actually reused figures. There was a Panther that came with a Tarzan figure that Mattel did, and then they used it as a regular tiger in the Big Jim toy line in the 70s, and then they used it again in He-Man twice. We got the flocked purple Panther, and we got the green and yellow tiger. Oh, here's Beastman, Skeletor's right-hand man. He was supposed to be able to control all the animals, and he's, like I said, Mossman. Very similar here. Beastman also has shoulder armor, and he came with like a little whip accessory.
He's like Aquaman, but on land.
But on
evil.
land, way more useful.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, we got Merman. Speaking of Aquaman, perfect
Exactly.
transition. Merman here could talk to all the underwater animals, and I always loved his voice in the cartoon. He had that like gurgly. Oh, hey man. Yeah, it was great. And he came with like a yellow sword that kind of had the same texture as his webbing there. And his head got used for stinkor, which was like a skunk that smelled, which is kind of... It's a strange head to be used as both a mammal and a fish. We have Teela. This is the only real... I guess there were 2 good female figures in the line, good guy ones and one bad guy one, so this was the only one in the beginning. And she was actually supposed to represent 2 characters. She came with armor, you're supposed to put the armor on, and she was going to be the goddess who gives He-Man his like harness and stuff. And then you took it off and she was supposed to be Teela. So they actually said on the package, Warrior Goddess, but they didn't put the slash in there, so nobody really understood what her role was. And then to add to that, the sorceress character, the goddess character that was in the mini-comics was turned into a bird-themed sorceress in the cartoon.
Right.
So she no longer looked like that character, and anybody that got into He-Man a little bit late didn't even know that character existed. So that's Teela. She should have some snake armor and a staff. Ooh, we got Stratos here with the wrong arm. He's seen some combat. He's got a robotic arm. This is Stratos. He's a flying monkey man type of thing. He shares the same body as Beastman. He's got the furry body but a new head. And this is actually Trapjaw's arm, who's like a robot guy. Somebody popped him apart and mixed and matched them a little bit there.
So their arms are compatible with each other.
Yeah, their arms are totally... all the male characters, anyway, pop off really easy.
Right.
That's the only part that you can interchange pretty simply. Let's see who else we got. Oh, we got a broken He-Man. This is the most powerful man in the universe, and he's missing a leg, and he's missing his armor, but he's got his Battlematic action punch there. Wow. All right.
This is the only one-legged man that could win a butt-kicking contest. Did you know I was going there?
Nope. All right, we got Zor here. Zor is the fighting falcon. This is actually a perch for him, but it's missing the base to it. The sorceress in the cartoon actually turns into this bird when she leaves Grayskull. Okay. And there's a little button on the back of the legs that make the wings flap. Of course, these wings are a little bit warped. But this, again, was an eagle from the Big Jim line, and they just turned it into a character for this. They were also going to make a gorilla character from a gorilla from that, but that one never ended up coming out for He-Man. But I do like how they reuse some stuff. It's kind of fun. Oh, we got another Stratos here. I wonder if this was brothers or something like that, why there's duplicate characters, maybe 2 brothers had the same guy. Or maybe because he broke, they got another one.
I think the one Stratos was like, there can only be one, and he broke his arm so that he was different.
Now, these guys are both missing their wings. They should have like a wing accessory that goes on their arms.
Okay.
But other than that, Stratos does not have any weapons. Oh, we got Zodak. A shirtless Zodak. Zodak actually uses the hairy chest from Beastman.
Look at that.
It's really weird and burly.
He's all man, and he's got the hairy back,
And the hairy back, yep. He's got the weird demon feet like Skeletor. But he's got normal, demon arms too. I guess he's got those little spikes. So he's got Skeletor's arms and legs, and then this new head. It's like a weird helmet thing. He was kind of odd. They marketed him as a bad guy, then they changed him to a good guy, and then they kind of called him a neutral enforcer. He's kind of like a Green Lantern in the sense that he's like from space and he's like making sure everything stays in balance. A very odd character.
One of the few things I remember about He-Man from being a kid was they have squishy heads.
They do have squishy heads.
That's weird.
Oh, we got Battle Armor He-Man. This was actually the first He-Man I had as a kid, and I kind of wished I had the one that looked like the cartoon show, but I just didn't have it. Got into it a little bit late. Now his feature doesn't completely work. I can't get it to go all the way up. There's a perfectly clean version, but I can get it to lock into the one scratch, or at least I had it in the one scratch for a second there. Let's see if I can do it. One scratch. When we tap it, it reveals the second scratch. So I always thought that was kind of a neat feature.
Oh, that is neat.
And they made a version of Skeletor that was like that too. Yeah. Okay, here's another regular He-Man to replace this broken one, but he's wearing Fisto's armor, the guy with the awesome mustache and beard, the big fist. So this is He-Man with Fisto's armor on. And so at least he's got both his legs.
I love how when you're going through these collections, we have like these variants that appear, right? It's like, yeah.
It's the fall collection.
Yeah, it's funny.
Let's see, who else we got here? Oh, this is the gun from Castle Grayskull. Cobra Khan missing his head. Now, this is a very common figure to be missing his head. This guy was a snake guy who spit venom,
right.
And so you would take the head off, fill it with water, and the head plug back in, and then it would spray.
Okay.
But because it came off all the time, kids lost the head a lot.
Oh,
so you
okay.
see this guy at yard sales missing heads a lot. Might be in the box, we don't know. Triclops. This guy has 3 different eyes that spin around. They were like different vision things, like the one could see far, one could like shoot a laser or something like that. But they also seem to have different moods to them. So sometimes kids would play, you know, that it was like different personalities or whatever.
He's like a Quintesson.
Yeah. And he was kind of in the 2000 version of the show. He was Skeletor's like tech guy. He built gadgets and stuff. And he should have green armor and a sword that fits in the back. And he also came with like a ring the kid could wear, like Beer and Master ring kind of thing. Let's see. Oh, Prince Adam. All right. This is He-Man before he transforms. We got his vest and his belt, although the belt looks like the elastic shot on that. And Prince Adam is actually one of my favorite figures as a kid. I really liked the fact that you could really play out the cartoon.
Right.
So many toy lines. You had Superman, but you didn't have Clark Kent, or you had Batman, you didn't have Bruce Wayne. But this line, it took a little while, but you got Prince Adam, and then you could actually do both sides of the stories. All right, let's see what else we got in here. We got Ram Man. Ooh. Watch out, he's going to ram you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Classic character, but really dumb.
Ram Man. He's like not even... It's weird that they made him so different from the...
Like nothing else in the line.
Yeah.
We got Manny Faces, who has many faces. Haha.
His name is Manny Faces?
Man-E Faces, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's got 3 heads. It's really not that many, but you know.
Yeah. They should call him a few faces.
A few faces.
That'd
Rotates around there. He had a red gun originally. Oh, found his gun.
There you go.
You know what? This is actually one of the few figures in this box I need, and he's busted. Dragon Blaster Skeletor. This was just like Cobra Khan, you could put water inside this little dragon and push the head down, it would squirt water. But he's missing his legs, he's missing the dragon head, he's missing the chains that went from the dragon to his armor. But it was a kind of a fun variant of Skeletor.
Oh, that's awesome. If he wasn't broken.
If he wasn't broken.
Yeah.
A third Stratos. Oh my goodness. We can't get enough of this
kid
guy.
was obsessed with Stratos. He had like posters on his walls. It was just...
You're so dreamy.
Yeah.
Look, I think Man-at-Arms is in trouble. We got a Grayskull mace. Some Skeletor armor. Ooh, here's Screech. This is the evil version of Zoar, the fighting falcon. Flap, 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 flap.
The flapping is not strong in that one.
Yeah, these wings have seen better days.
Yeah.
Oh, there's our busted Man-at-Arms. He-Man's weapon maker friend.
Right hand
man.
At arms.
Too bad.
Really?
Too bad, yep. 2 guys smashed together who can punch each other in the face, basically. He came with a yellow shield. He's got floppy leg syndrome here. A few other things. Oh, we got Evil Lynn. She is the female evil version of Teela. These shared molds. Kind of scoop out some other stuff here. We got a few accessories. Evil Lynn's staff, Trapjaw's belt. Well, these are kind of interesting. All right, so these pieces here, they look kind of like they go to the Talon Fighter. It's a bird-shaped vehicle.
Right.
But these aren't actually from the vehicle that goes to these guys. They're like a cheap plastic. You feel them? Like a thin plastic. This is actually from a model kit. There were 3 He-Man vehicles made as models. They're slightly smaller than the scale of the figures, and the colors were different.
Oh, wow,
so these
crazy.
That's weird to find pieces of the models. They're pretty rare, actually. If you ever see one, you should pick it up. They're kind of neat. We got He-Man's axe. I think this goes to the Stilt Walker. It's like a gun. Fisto's sword. This is a Advanced Dungeons and Dragons figure shield, not actually He-Man.
Is that Fisto complete with the armor and the sword?
Armor and the sword, yeah. So we could put him together. There's Mechanex's mace. We didn't find the back of his armor. Gun from Castle Grayskull. Feet. Some of the guys. Oh, hey, there's an arm for that Stratos that's missing an arm. And ooh, that's pretty nasty looking. There's Skeletor's version of the power sword, covered in lint.
Great,
and
that's what I look for mine to be.
Yeah, we got one mini comic. This was kind of a cool thing with He-Man figures. They all came with a comic, and these gave you a lot of background and actually a lot of characters that weren't made into toys came from this line, which is kind of neat. They had some really good artists. This one's made by Alfredo Alcala, but Bruce Timm, the guy who did a lot of the Batman animated series stuff, actually did a lot of these comics back in the day.
You know, I saw something funny when you were flipping through it. They have the pictures of some of the toys, but the descriptions are awesome. So, Battle Armor He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Man-E Faces, heroic human robot monster.
Right.
But then when you get to Ram Man, heroic human battering ram, they're just, it's really great. And you just go through it and they all have like these cool little things. This is funny. I like this.
That was a great marketing tool because you got to
Yeah.
see the other figures and everything like that. We got Stratos' one of his wings there. And that's about it. Couple little scraps in the bottom here. Not a bad collection. There's Skeletor's belt. Nothing, really to write home to mom about. But if you didn't have a Masters of the Universe collection, you found this at the flea market, it'd be great. I'm going to clean up a few of these items, some of the accessories and things I need for my collection, and I'll pass some of the stuff on to some other people. But, thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Check out other Masters of the Universe videos.
Man.
On the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. Oh, you're like recording and everything.
Sure.